babes and fitness bombshells. This is your bossalicious mama,
And the fitness mama,
and welcome to our new channel.
your queendom come.
It's so nice to see you again, Queen Hannah. Sending you lots of love from my queendom here in Canberra, Australia, all the way to Copenhagen.
Likewise, Queen Rena, it's so nice to see you.
I'm so excited about our new show, Your Queendom Come. I wanted us to first talk about, Hannah, what does it mean for us women to reclaim our queendom?
Queen Rena, for me, it's about knowing your position in life and knowing that you are the star of your own show and you are the queen of your own queendom.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And we were having a chat the other day, Queen Hannah, and you were talking about princesses versus being a queen.
Mm.
What does that mean for you?
I think as a woman, we try um, to act the way society expects us to act, and that is just by being a princess or a lady in waiting or somebody more submissive, not being the one in the head role. So for me, it's about knowing that you are a queen inside, you are a divine goddess inside, and the best thing you can do for this world is to actually shine and to accept your position as being the top and just being the queen. That's what I think about when um, when I think about what womanhood is all about, what is femininity. So how about you, Queen Rena? Tell me your thoughts.
Wow, I love that, Queen Hannah. And then you said, it's just like you being that main character. And I just find that so inspiring. I think, Queen Hannah, when we were younger, we always aspired to be princesses. And now, we really take that sovereignty.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the book of Joseph Campbell. There's this hero's journey, and there's just been some movement around femininity now, and they're talking about the heroine's journey. If you remember during our teaching days, so by the way, fitness bombshells and Bossalicious babes, Hannah and I used to be teachers, and that's how we met. So I'm sure, like, now we're moms, we always tell stories to our children as well, and it's about the hero, going out seeking gold, riches, winning the princess and all that. It's really everything external that he goes and embarks on. But the heroine's journey is about us coming home to ourselves as women, and trying to see, our inner strengths. And sometimes, there are some things, some challenges we go through life, post-traumatic stress, but I also read about post-traumatic growth. So I think all of us are in that journey, aren't we, Hannah, as
Yes.
mothers and wives, and and even single women. How about you in terms of queendom in your own home, Hannah? How would you describe that? You've got two beautiful boys.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, so in my queendom, I have a equal partnership with my king, my husband. We treat each other with love and respect. So we don't we don't have like hierarchy and roles. In fact, we are equal together and we both submit to each other. That means we are both the bosses of this household, but in some areas I'm the boss because I'm the one who's more expert at those things, while in other aspects he would be the boss. For example, um, in my case, when it comes to planning what our families will do for the weekend or for the year-long planning in terms of travel, I am the queen or the boss of that. While my husband, he's the boss of managing the budget because that's what he likes to do. So we both do what we like to do. So there's no like, this is what you do, this is what you do. In fact, we just choose what we want to do and we know what we are very good at. So that's how I act as the queen of my own queendom.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So, so inspiring. Now let's talk about the balance between masculine and feminine. And I know you've touched upon that in your household. And I wanted to go through, back into history because we know we all started with Mother Earth, and there are a lot of, female archetypes that we follow along the journey. I'm really big on philosophy. That's what I've studied, and psychology. And if we go back to our roots, we talk about the triple goddess, which is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And that's now for the maiden, the mother, the wild woman. And instead of the crone, we call it wise woman. So the maiden is the stage in life where you and I, when I first met you, we were still maidens, full of energy, full of strength, full of confidence, optimism in the world. Then we became moms. So I'm really, really happy that we have stayed in touch. And you don't need to be, to bear children or nurture children to be a mother. You can be a creatrix.
Yes.
You can, for example, as a single or a self-partnered woman, you can create your art or create your own, your own empire, build your own career. So that's what motherhood is about. Now, the third is the wise woman, the wild woman.
Mhm.
And the wild woman is, when you go through society before, if you're a good girl or a bad girl, but the wise woman is called sometimes the witch or enchantress. And that doesn't mean anything negative. It just means you live through your own truth. You don't have to be, that good girl and to submit to what other people say. And then of course the wise woman is full of wisdom. You and I will all get to that age. And yes, so we share our wisdom. I mean, what other ways do you think, Queen Hannah, we can rebalance the masculine way of living with the feminine way?
Well, Queen Rina, the feminine way is the best way as of the moment. For me, the world is undergoing a lot of changes, and it's just not going in the good direction. That's why we need female leaders who have empathy, who have kindness, flexibility, you know, just having that loving and wise way of leadership. This is what the world needs as of now. Like, we just have to stop all this violence and all this destruction, and instead go towards a path of healing and wholeness. So that is what it means for me, Queen Rina. What are your
I
thoughts?
love love that answer. I thought that was perfect. And in the corporate environment, I just wanted to share that even male executives, they actually hire female executive coaches to teach them all those beautiful traits that you just said, Queen Hannah, compassion and empathy and listening and collaboration. Because, I've been in the corporate world for a very, very long time. And then I realized how women, we try to be as assertive as men to put forward so much masculine energy just so we can rise up to the ranks. But, there's such a thing as quiet leadership. We don't need to be as loud or as masculine to reach those ranks, because when we bring that feminine quality or qualities in, then we really work to our strengths. So
Yes.
therefore, the rise of more female leaders. I just love what you said during these disruptive times, how much feminine traits we need to bring into the table. Now, Queen Hannah, last but not the least, you talked about the inner goddess.
Yes. Yes.
What does this mean to you?
Well, Queen Rina, it's about acknowledging that you are a goddess inside, and it's not something that you should be ashamed of, because in fact we are created in the image of the creator, and everything that we see around us is creation, and we are part of that creation. We are one, we are whole, and the goddess is within us. When we acknowledge our inner divinity, then nothing is impossible. You can do anything, you can create anything, and you can heal the world.
I love that. I love that when you said, the divine is within us. We don't have to look outside, and we are created in the image and likeness of God or the goddess or the universe, as you call it, or, if Star Wars fans, the Force, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to share what I do to connect to my inner goddess. So you said that we do connect with, everything around us. I love nature so much. Every time I'm walking, I love to walk on the grass barefoot, and just I feel that I'm like touching the cheek of God or Mother Earth Goddess. There are some things that I wanted to share as well, and I love how you shared, God and the universe as non-binary, not masculine or feminine. So I kind of connect to all things spiritual, and I wanted to share some of my favorite trinkets. Because I'm a fire element, being Sagittarius, and I always, I love light, I love the sun, so I connect a lot to Isis. So this these so this is an Isis necklace from Egypt, and as well as
Gorgeous.
beautiful bracelet here. I do a lot of journaling to connect to my inner self as well, and so this is my Isis journal, and it's got beautiful pictures as well. It just connects me with femininity, and it doesn't matter if you're as girly as me or not. Another thing is I'm obsessed with Egyptology and all that. So my mirror with the
Oh
scarab bead.
my gosh, it's a mirror.
Yes, it
Yeah.
there you go.
Good.
Doing that, it's from the exhibit of Tutankhamun. So the scarab beetle, representing the afterlife. I love my little crystals as well. So I've got my rainbow crystal here. And when I'm with girlfriends, you don't have to believe in all this and all that. It's just, sometimes we even pay for entertainment. So I always like whip up my goddess card deck, and we just do some readings. It's really connecting with whatever archetype, Queen Hannah. And as you said, the goddess, God is all within us, and even the different goddesses throughout the world. That's really, a part of us. That's a part of us, an aspect, part of our journey in life. So those are my little special things that connect me with my femininity.
I love.
How about you, Queen Hannah?
Well, Queen Rina, I also want to show a trinket that I'm wearing right now. It's a soda light stone, and it helps me to clear my throat chakra, because if I want to speak my truth, this actually helps me to be authentic and just say what needs to be said without any blockages. So this is, yeah, I love it. This is what I'm wearing right now.
Oh, throat chakra. I love, I love how so many things that we learn, throughout the universe, they actually intertwine, because I read about the seven chakras, like from the root chakra up to the crown chakra, right? Like we've got the heart, the throat, solar plexus, all of that. And even if you look into philosophy or, economics, Maslow's hierarchy of needs starts from the root, the base, that's the physical, then it goes to the, the love, the emotional, and then that's just really like rising
Yeah,
into the, the heart chakra. And then they talk about transcendental, which in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and that's economics. And when we talk about the spiritual, the crown chakra, then that's the transcendental that
yeah.
Maslow was talking about. So it's just
Mm.
so amazing how, art, science, and spirituality, they really come together.
They're all
Um,
interconnected. So it's like accepting that everything is one. Like, they just have
yeah,
people have different ways of explaining things, but it doesn't mean that we have to clash, or to, to think that they're totally different from each other, because in fact everything is interconnected and one. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love how our conversation always, blooms into so much insight. And then, so what's next for our viewers?
Well, Queen Rina, do you want to dance?
Yes, because you're the fitness mama.
Get our
I
body
would
moving.
love to be led by you
I
into our song of the day.
Yes, the song for the day is King and Queens by Ava Max. So it talks about us being queens and just rising to the throne and just taking over our queendom. How do you feel about
I
that?
love, I love it.
Let's do it,
Lead
girl.
us into dance, girl.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Can't live without me, you wanna, but you can't. Nah, nah, nah. Think it's funny, but honey, can't run the show on your own. I can feel my body shake. There's only so much I can take. I'll show you how a real queen behaves. No damsel in distress, don't need to save me. Once I stop breathing fire, you can't tame me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Disobey me, then baby, it's off with your head. Gonna change it and make it a world you won't forget. No damsel in distress, don't need to save me.
Breaking up a sweat.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yes, you ain't called fitness mama for nothing.
You rocked it, girl.
I love it. Look, I cannot wait for our next episodes of Your Queendom Come, what it means to be a queen and nurturing your inner goddess. So our next few episodes, whew, I need to catch my breath.
Water,
We-
water break.
We will talk about nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, mindset, and much, much more.
Super, it's excited.
Well, thank you so much, Bossalicious Babes and Fitness Bombshells, for joining us today, and we will see you next time.